Good morning, Mr. Roy.
Good morning. Good
We
morning.
had our nice little pop candle. Now we got our drop candle.
Yeah, fade to come. What, test these EMAs, I bet? Let me get to your screen.
Yeah. You see where that, you saw the power of the 200 on Friday. You see where that 200 is right now? Right at the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take this wick in this morning. I don't really know what happened at 5 this morning to cause that. Do you know what happened at 5 this morning to cause that?
I don't know. I was sound asleep and enjoying it.
Let me see if I can look. I don't. Uh, well, it looks like Financial G says we're having technical issues that cause paying customers' accounts to revert to free accounts. We have temporarily made all users elite users while we figure out the problem. Well, that's actually a good way to fix a problem.
Yeah, good little marketing ploy too as well.
Yeah.
Let everybody get a taste of the difference.
Yeah, they're actually really good. We got a email from Amar. He's the founder and owner of Financial Juice. So asking me to do a little, I'm sure it's just a random email, but he does make it personal when he sends it to you. So he's got some good AI working for him there. Asking
Always
me to
nice.
do a little survey for him, what I like, what I don't like. Not to be honest with you, there's not much I really don't like about it. So
Yeah.
it was hard to come up with something that I would do different. But I can't remember what I said, but it was something. I think it was the once it sit here for a while, like the old news goes away. So it's kind of hard to
Mm-hmm.
go back too far.
Yeah.
Just fix that issue and then it'll be fine. But we had McDonald's had earnings this morning, and then you got only really thing you got going on is you got the New York Fed inflation expectations today, which we saw how their market reacted to the Michigan inflation expectations
Yeah.
the other day. So besides that, I mean, it's boys and girls, we're kind of on our own today. There it is.
All right.
Yeah. So this is what you got. That you got the 6 month bill. The bill's coming out 3 months. Trump signs executive orders at 12. That could be interesting. We know how that goes. You got Coke earnings, Canadian building permits, Hammock speaking, Red Book. Powell's testifying Tuesday. That's a big one.
Mm.
3-year notes. And you got Williams and Bowen speaking. You got U.S. Treasury Stevens speaking. Crude inventories, changes, blah, blah, blah. CPI on Wednesday. Powell testifying again. That could be interesting. All happening about this. Right after that, you got that coming about 9. So that could be a lot. You got Bostic, Waller. This is the week of the speakers. So just be prepared for all those guys speaking. And then going into Thursday, you got PPI, you got continued jobless claims, initial jobless claims, all that good stuff, which will move the market. And then Friday, retail sales, import prices, all that good stuff. So not much today, but a decent week data-wise the rest of the week. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to the speakers, who's speaking, when they're speaking, how they're speaking.
Mm-hmm.
If they're dovish or hawkish.
So you got the bottom of the zone lining up with that 200, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. And you got a level right here.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to watch. That's probably going to be, if you used to draw it out, that would probably be a stronger level right there, Roy. Take
Mm-hmm.
it up that, but we're not playing this as an actual zone. We're playing just the bottom zone, so we can.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know where that one's from, but we'll put us another one here. Right there. I think that's a good spot to look at. Probably going to remove the rest of these this morning. We'll move this one up to that high there. It's breaking below that little area we just looked at, so see if we can hold that breakdown. Of course, you got the 200 break. If you do get the 200 break, you still got a VWAP below it. That
Yeah.
And then this 200 pretty much is lined up with the 50 on the 10-minute chart. If you remember correctly, the other day we had, was it Thursday? It was just horrible chop all day, pretty much. So
yeah.
Tide is starting out interesting. SPY Tide, it's call premiums are popping. Oh, I don't know if anybody's here. You can watch it later. The strategy we've been working on did not take it on Friday because we're not going to hold it over the weekend, which let's look what it would have done if we would have held. Oh, don't make me enter a stupid password. Uber. Now let's log in over here on Thinkorswim and see. Okay. IWM open up 226. It's pretty much flat, so that trade would have worked over the weekend. Just so you know. Let me get everything swapped back over. I'm going to. We made. What was it? Finished the week 275 up, I think, last week on that account doing that. We're getting a breakdown here, boys and girls. Getting a breakdown.
Approaching VWAP, which is what, 69?
69, yeah. You got orders sitting at 65. I didn't put Bookmap up this morning. I was having a few issues, so we'll get that worked out. You got orders at 65, a little below, and 5750 area, 60 to 5750. So if you're kind of looking for places that could bounce, let's see. Let's look at these orders here around the 57. 58.25 where they are. These are actually static orders. These orders are not moving. When you got these orders I was talking about around the 65 level, these are moving. So VWAP has held the first attempt. See if it can continue that.
Any real idea why we had such a strong bounce overnight?
No.
Yeah.
Only thing I can figure is, I mean, everybody was thinking that the tariffs are already booked in. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
they are. I don't know. It is. Strange times we're in because it seems like every Friday get ready for tariff news on Fridays. So you got that working for you or against you, however you look at it. I don't know, Roy. It's just dip buyers, I guess.
Yeah, no, it was there was a drastic drop at the Globex Open, and then it got recovered obviously pretty quickly.
You look at that massive drop and just boom. I mean, it shot up.
Yeah, like it was like it didn't happen.
They were 1375 and topped out the first time at 70. Pretty strong move up.
Yeah, no, that was a sight to behold for sure.
We did get this closed below this zone, but I'm gonna tell you, Roy, I might actually move this down now. And just because I did take that candle in now, but look where it bounced at. You got me up there on that candle. So to be safe, let's get a break here before we look to take a short. There's no One thing we've learned is you don't have to be in a rush. Even if it does trend, it gives you opportunities. Friday gave us some great opportunities to get in. I think me and Roy both were in and out pretty early on Friday.
Yeah.
Was not an all-day affair for sure. I went and played golf. It was a little cool. It was just warm enough where you wasn't miserable playing golf. Didn't have to put in a bunch of layers on, but the air was super, super thick and the ground was kind of damp, so you wouldn't get any distance at all. But it was still fun to get out there and play around a little bit, go with a buddy and have a good time.
Always a good time.
Yeah. I'm pretty pumped. We got a trip planned in March. We're going to Paynes Valley up and around Branson. It's a Tiger Woods design course. It's one of the top courses in the country. So this will be I've played some nice courses, but I don't know if I've ever played one this nice before.
Nice.
Definitely hadn't paid one this expensive before. The winter rates is, you look at your winter rates and you're like, oh, that's not too bad. It's $215 winter rates. I can only imagine what peak rates are. I'm sure you're close to $400 or $500 around.
Dang.
So this will be a once in a lifetime opportunity to go play a nice course if we can get a tee time. You can't book a tee time with 30 days out. We're not going to like March 20th, so we still got a week or so before we can actually book a tee time. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's not wanting to break down here, but this being where it's at, it could be a good breakdown if it does get it. Looks like we're not the only ones with the Super Bowl hangover this morning. We don't have anybody in our screen.
Yeah. I think today's a tough one to trade. So if there's a day to take off, I don't think today's a bad one. You're looking at NVIDIA. I'll flip over to my screen real quick because we're getting a little pop-off VWAP. NVIDIA's ripping, up 2.9%, 133. I've sold my calls for a profit, so that's what I was doing while we started things. And you look at Tesla at 352, so it's getting close to a support level or a psych level, I should say.
Ooh.
Where people may be interested in that name for a longer term play. So keeping
an eye on that. Bernie Sanders going to change his fear mongering commercial to he's only made $100 billion instead of 100 or $150 billion, whatever it was, because that was his. Anybody didn't watch, I don't know if anybody saw that. There's nobody here, so that's all good. They made a fear mongering video about Elon coming after you next, blah blah blah, and Bernie, I guess, forgot how the stock market works. How much more wealthy Elon was since Trump took office, and not really looking as the company went up. So yeah, of course he's more wealthy, and if it goes down, he's not as wealthy. So let's stop being stupid, and that goes back to, though, you're sharing information that you want people to hear. And most people will take that and run like, can you believe he's made $150 billion extra since Trump took over office? Like, well, it's not liquid cash. He doesn't have liquid cash on it, folks. I don't know what we're saying here. He has not sold the stock. It's still the same as it was before.
Yeah.
Well, that's the world we live in. I don't know how you can look and see what the Doge has done and so far and think that that's bad for the country.
No, I think it's just now a matter of, I think it's, like I told you before, it's just the creation of a verifiable source.
And I kind of come up with a thing. I've got an idea what we can do on this. So,
all right,
how they can do it. So, I hate committees. I started to say a really bad word there.
Yeah.
I hate how they do that, but it would not be a bad idea. Let's do a nonpartisan. You got to split Democrats and Republicans,
right?
Congressional little team here, committee here, and all they do is they just track the Doge to see what they're doing, and the Doge reports back to. Of course, they report to President Trump, and Trump's the one that makes the final decisions on it. No matter everybody says good or bad, Elon's doing all this. Well, Trump's got the final say for anything's done. So I don't know where we're getting that Elon can just do what the heck he wants to do in the government. He can't. There is a check and balance. Now, is the check and balance Trump? Yes. So take that for what it's worth, but do a little committee where they report out to them, and it's all public.
Yeah. That would be my play, is have a committee. Stop in this world that everybody's independent and all that. There's no independent committees. You have to have both sides be represented to gain the trust of the American people. So,
and I'm not talking about like Maxine Waters or Elizabeth Warren and them in there, because they're idiots. Right. No, I want real younger people that's actually got a heart and soul for digging into stuff and seeing stuff. There's enough. We got enough newer Congress people that could do that has not been corrupted as much as the rest are. That would be great for that committee, I think. So that's just my thoughts. That's just a simple way to be transparent to the people. I did see one I thought it was pretty funny. Somebody said, so Elon's got your Social Security number. Yep. The man worth $400 billion is going to take out a loan in your name with your 600 credit score. That just shows you right there that people are just so like, oh, Elon has access to my Social Security number. Well, if you knew the people that actually have access to your Social Security number, you'd probably be really scared. Elon is the least of my worries with that.
Yeah.
This is not a very good candle here on the 5-minute. That is pretty weak right there. It looked like it was fixing to pop up and had a little momentum on that move up, and they pushed that down pretty quick.
Yeah, they're definitely not letting it run away from this kind of opening zone, if you will. Both sides. But yeah, it definitely looked like it was on its way to at least the 8 on the 5.
Yeah, it didn't quite make it there. Now it got above the 50 on the 10, but didn't test the 200 on the 10. And then you got the 8 is crossing the 21 to the downside, which anybody that knows anything knows that's not a good sign for going long. But this thing could change pretty quick. We know how that works too. Tide's really interesting. We're getting a drop in premiums and all that, but look at your volume on spot, Roy. It's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
We are getting that. Are they going to cross there? You're getting that dreaded touch.
Then they're like, nope. Let's see. I think you may get a continuation move up here. I mean, if you're playing kind of 10-minute candle formations, you could say that this could be a potential reversal candle.
Now, if it gets this all the way back, this candle that was not so pretty looking could be pretty looking again. This is why you wait for a candle to close. We only got 30 seconds, and looks like, we're going to get an indecision candle here unless we get a huge pop these last 20 seconds or so, or a huge drop. And look, it's not really. You could look at it a couple ways. Well, if you're going to spot to mine, let me show.
Yeah.
Of course, now it's going to be an ugly candle, but you got this wick here. If this was to close as more of an indecision candle, which looks like it's going to close more as a bearish candle, but you wouldn't be surprised that would actually signify a bounce here. But this candle ended up ugly. It got ugly. It was nice. It popped, then it got ugly. Then it popped again, got back up, and that's what we're talking about. Well, it could get back up, and they push it all the way back down. So if you are looking long term, that is not a good sign. You got CVD at 5,600. It got up to about 75 tops at one point this morning, but it's kind of grinding down. You got the same order still down low side, so This is why we wait. We're patient. This is, you could have took a nice short here. The way it moved back up, it would be hard to take a short there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. It'd be hard to take a short there and be like, oh yeah, this is my strategy. I mean, yeah, could you take it and get lucky and make money off of it? Absolutely. I'm not saying if you did take it that you don't have a strategy, but you see my point. It kind of goes against everything that you would think of. The way it pushed up, then pushed down, then pushed back up is my point. That push back up looked like it was pretty strong push back up. So we shall wait. One thing that myself and Roy has got to give us credit, we have been pretty patient here lately.
Yeah, we gotten popped for not by the market.
I mean, I want to tell you, I like this to the downside, just the way it's hanging out down here, but it's got to give me an actual signal to take it to the downside. And haven't been able to do that yet. Could you take one and hold it and make money? Well, if we turn that way, yeah, but we would rather the odds be better in our favor. We don't want to pull a Chief here and get smoked. What a disappointing Super Bowl, by the way.
It's almost like somebody said that Eagles are going to win by double digits.
Yeah. Well, somebody blind squirrel on that. I don't know if you heard that analogy before.
Yeah, no, there were some interesting stats. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I say there's some interesting stats coming out of the game of just the pressure that the Eagles were able to do with just four linemen.
I told a buddy,
saw that.
If you saw the Chiefs all year, you never looked at the Chiefs as an elite team, even though they had the best record in the NFL, if not second best.
Yeah.
It was right there. But you never felt they were a dominant football team, no matter any game they won this year. They just never looked dominant. And in the past, they looked dominant, and you could never say that this year. They just sometimes you win games, just you outcoach them, you outclass them, you just got just a little more talent. You get lucky. You get a referee make a call here or there, and I'm not blaming anything referees, so don't get me started on that. I'm not going down that rabbit hole because I don't believe in the NFL conspiracy theory that the refs and the NFL want the Chiefs to win and they're going to do everything for the Chiefs to win. That's bullcrap.
Yeah, I agree.
But you never saw a game, and I told him this before the game. He's like, "What are you pulling for?" I was like, "Well, actually, I'm just pulling for my squares. I don't really give a crap who wins the game. I can't pull for the Eagles, and really didn't want to pull for the Chiefs, so I just want to see a good, exciting football game, which I didn't get.
No.
But it was just, if you watched them all year, you didn't come in thinking, oh, wow, Chiefs are going to blow them out. I mean, that was never a thought in my mind. Like, nowhere close. The Eagles, you look what the Eagles done, especially in the playoffs, pretty dominant in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So you had that. So I just never was I surprised the Eagles won. No. Was I surprised the way the Eagles won? Maybe a little bit. I think the Eagles also had a chip on their shoulder from last year. Felt like they probably should have won last year.
Yeah. Well,
AJ Brown is just a different beast, man. I know they got other players. They got Saquon, they got that, but to have that on a wide out, that just you throw him the ball and he's gonna get the ball.
Yeah.
You're not gonna outwork him to get that ball. Strong, physical, that pass interference play.
That was crazy.
Horrible. That's when everybody was going, oh, here we go, the refs on the Chiefs side. Like, no, if you see, and I actually had a buddy there at the game, he was watching with us. He kind of said that. And I was like, well, if you go back and you watch the replay, the DB was falling down. The referee just saw AJ's hand, the DB fall down. He assumed that he pushed him down. When you go back and you look at it slow motion or even just look at the replay with a better view, you can see that was not the case. But you look where that ref was through the flag. Obviously, it looked like he pushed him down. So I don't think that was malicious in any way.
The no, the crazy stat was the Eagles did not blitz one down all Super Bowl.
I don't know if
They
did
had,
you see it one time? I guess it was probably third quarter. Mahomes, scrambled for his life the whole game.
yeah,
You got to give Mahomes credit. Say what you want to about Mahomes. Kid is tough, and he
yeah,
tried everything he could to win that game for him. He was
yeah.
there. But at one point, he scrambled and he finally got tackled, and the offensive lineman came to help pick him up, and he just kind of slapped his hand away like, "Nope, you hadn't helped me all game. Don't help me now." And it wasn't like an ugly slap away, but it was like I read it as like, "No, I don't need your help now. You haven't done anything for me." So,
Yeah,
and I don't blame him. His offensive line was horrible.
yeah, yeah. No, that they were just teeing off on him. I mean, again, you have no blitzes and you have 6 sacks. That's crazy.
Your boy Sweat on the edge was just
Yeah, he's turned it up.
he was
Didn't
dominating. You saw that 19 in the backfield the whole game.
Yeah, and he was a big frustration to Florida State fans because he always had the hype, but he never could produce
Well, he
the like.
produced last night.
Yeah, and kudos to the Eagles for taking a chance on him and giving him a spot.
If my man doesn't have a big contract, he won himself one last night.
Yeah, no, he did good for himself yesterday.
What shirt do you have on?
Hyliion.
Oh,
This
okay.
is New York Stock Exchange Hyliion.
I caught a glimpse of it, and I was like, surely he's not wearing an Eagles jersey there today.
Nah. My son was happy. He's an Eagles guy. But
well, tell him to appreciate it because most people go their whole lifetime and never see their team win a championship.
I don't know. He was pretty jacked up watching it. And then of course he had to go to bed at halftime because school. But
Well, that's why he had a stomach ache this morning.
Of course.
He was mad at you. I showed him.
Yeah. He was making sure that I was gonna have a rough morning, which is fine.
It's part of life.
So you got a 10-minute kind of.
Yeah, I can't take it long here, so I see what you're saying, but I can't take it long. I tell you what, we don't get anybody in the stream. You're fitting to get uncensored money. We'll just delete this bad boy out. We get done with it.
There you go.
Go back and edit it.
Oh, Jail Stool.
What's Jail Stool doing?
Not good. 56 million.
What did old Davy Boy do?
What did Davy Boy do?
Oh, let's see. Did somebody sell? Let's look at the transactions, see if any big transactions come through. You had a $44,000 sale. $3,000, $2,000. I'm assuming it's just that $44,000 sale that got it.
Yeah, old Davy's still in it though. Yeah, he actually just bought. Yeah, apparently he just bought, so he bought part of that.
Oh, does it show him? How do you got that going on?
So you can do the filter.
Yeah.
On and then your chart will have their buys and sells.
Oh, okay. So that's back. Is that back over where he said he accidentally sold way over there on the left?
He sold and then he rebought it all, double it actually.
You gotta give him credit on that. One thing about Dave is Dave's an idiot on a lot of things, but he's not a liar.
No, he's not a liar. He has stayed true to that. He said, "I'll do what I say."
Good, bad, and different. Yes.
Yeah. Getting a good candle here. Good candle can turn bad fast, but
well, we're 30 minutes in. We still don't have a viewer.
Yeah. We'll call it. Move on.
Yeah,
We'll give it
call it
15
early.
minutes. See if somebody pops in at 15 minutes.
I'm cool with
Yeah,
that.
still gonna trade. So
You're in a trade?
no, I said we're still
Took a
gonna
long?
trade.
Oh,
No,
I thought you said
I
took a
should have.
I don't know.
I
I mean,
should.
it might play out. You know my rule. I'm gonna stick to it today. If it's below the 50, I can't go long. That doesn't mean that I'm right or somebody else is wrong. It just means that
No,
I'm
it's a
waiting
rule.
for a safer play. Yeah. If we don't have rules, we don't stick by the rules. What do we have, Roy? Now, if it closed above his 50, game on. That wasn't. Like, looks like that counter by counter is going to play out perfect. It came down on the 10-minute. Didn't quite test the 50, but it got close.
Mm.
Now we're getting a huge move off of it. CBD is 7,600. That's high day.
It's tight.
Schwab is buying back a chunk of its stock. STD says it's 10%
Like a
stake.
spy.
Yeah, I'm watching it over here too. It's a huge spike in the volume too there. Kind of all going together. One thing I noticed, Roy, I used to do, well, I had, of course, I've always had strategies I traded, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of what I traded was feel.
Yeah.
Which was really good when it's working and really bad when it's not working.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
bad is my really good days were more than my really bad days.
I think what happens is, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, just to be sustainable and be able to do this long. I mean, I say that I've been doing it over a year full time now, so about a year and a half full time. So I guess I'm doing something right. But I don't know. I think just to stay relevant and stay here, I had to stop doing that.
Yeah.
That's why you see, I think we found a really good strategy here that works good for us. That allows us to get into some nice plays, and we are patient with them. And we miss some moves, absolutely. And do we still make mistakes? Yes, we still make mistakes. Thursday, you saw a few mistakes. We kind of rushed some trades, got in and out, and pretty much got everything back. I think I was down $200 in one account.
Yeah.
But as far as last week, I mean, I had a phenomenal week. Like, I mean, where can you make $8,000 in a week?
Right.
Like, what real money that you can take out of the market.
and that's why you kept strategy, right? You made that because you kept strategy. And where we got ourselves in trouble, I mean, I did a little bit of an audit of what we did wrong on that day, and when we would stick to the strategy and it went against us, we switched to feeling.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie to you. On that Thursday, a lot of the stuff I got back was by feel.
Yeah.
And Roy's seen when I'm reading it right, I can make some damn good money on this thing because I'm pretty damn accurate on when I'm reading it right.
Yeah.
Of course, it's everybody, but I mean, me and Roy was going after him, and I was telling Roy, "No, watch. This is what we're finna do." What I thought was going to do. You can't say with 100% certainty you know what it's going to do.
Right.
You kind of, your odds are, you weigh your odds one side or the other, just like anything else. But so anybody that does, if you ever seen all these FinTwit guys, look at this move up now, Roy. My goodness,
strong.
That where you caught it 74 to 81, 7-point move so far off of it. So that would have been a nice trade. But we got to get away from the field stuff. Roy, if you want to run through Mag 7 stuff real quick. I'm gonna take a walk out real quick. I'm running late this morning too. Dixie hadn't got her official poop out time yet. She's got her go check it, see if anybody came that wasn't supposed to be in the yard done, but we ain't got the official.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa. Maybe I'll wait a second. Maybe she's got some nasty farts. And those farts got to be coming around something.
What was that?
I don't know. Fitch rating: U.S. tariff on all Mexican imports highlights trade risks for Mexican that are significantly worse than the AC's baseline assumptions. If implemented across the board, 20% tariffs would have much larger impact, likely causing a recession in Mexico. The threat of uncertainty in U.S. tariffs both pose risks to Mexico. Okay. Why is the Fitch ratings just focused on Mexico today? Are we gonna get to? Well, I can't take her out now. I guess we could just break it out. Roll, that would have been a hell of a move. Well, I was 13 points off that move.
Yeah.
And that goes to show you, your strategy might not always be perfect. I was sticking to I couldn't go long because it was below the 50, and by gosh, the candle by candle was the play.
Yeah, you're getting. I don't know if you see my screen. I didn't draw today's zone because I was interested to see because it actually naturally reacted to yesterday's or Friday's zone, and so I just kind of kept it.
Which is the
Otherwise,
top
I'd
of
have. Yeah.
So
So
there's a different ways you could read that.
right. So
Is it rejecting it wrong, or is it rejecting the top of my
exactly.
Good luck.
But
all right, I'm gonna figure out what's coming back.
Yeah, take her out. I think an 82 retest and a bounce could be in play, but we'll stay patient. Stay patient. All right, let's run through some stuff. So we got Mag 7 all green this morning except Tesla, which again, probably not a bad spot for Tesla, given how much it's gotten beaten up. Apple 229.60 up 0.8%. Nvidia's the winner of the day, up 3% up to 134. Great candle on that to open up. Microsoft with a huge candle says pushed it green. It's now, well, it's been green, sorry. It's up almost a percent for 1384. Google 188 got pummeled last week due to earnings, but could be coming back on its move up. It's about to test the 200 on the 10-minute chart. It's up 1.44%. Amazon up 1.37% off of its bad, I'd say bad earnings, but it did drop a bit on its earnings. It's now recovered basically all of the loss. Meta 717 still cranking up 0.5%. Probably you're a little bit of a slower mover of all the green ones. And Tesla did test that 350 area. We'll see if it can push higher. I added Netflix here, so obviously it's starting to become a major player. And if we flip over to ES, you can see it just keeps breaking out to the upside. Huge move off the 200 on the 10 minutes. You broke below it, you gained it back, and now you're just moving higher. Strong move. Excellent move. So let's see if it is going to come back, retest the bottom of that zone, and then march higher. Would be an interesting start to the day. We do have that inflation data coming out in an hour, so got to be a little careful there. Let's flip over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a push up, and it's now kind of faded back. 97.3, just can't quite break that 100,000, but again, not also breaking down terribly away from it. Solana, go to an hourly chart. It went on a ride this weekend. It got all the way down to like 190s, and it's ripped itself back up to back over 200, 205. XRP, same story. Kind of had a little death drop, but it's had a nice recovery over the last week or so. IO, which is a fun play. Gold keeps making new highs. Looks like 3,000's in sight. So we'll see if that plays out. Moving over to Tide. Let's take a look at Tide. Your general market Tides is all bullish. Premiums pushing higher. Put premiums pushing up, but your call volume is just huge. And then on SPY itself, same story. Holding, same story. So Tide is in line with each other. That a bullish move up is in play. It's the 1 hour chart, so you're getting a bullish engulfing candle on the 1 hour. So
candle by candle 1 hour.
I can on the 1 hour. Yeah. Was that your retest of the bottom of the zone? Would they give us about a
Wait
1
a
second?
minute. Love Tide.
Yeah.
These only went 8,000, so it didn't really go crazy on this move up. So we never got to close. We never got to close above, so we can't take this because we haven't got that close up yet. So
I like
you're
it.
getting a trend down your Tide on your calls, and your put premiums are shooting way up.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil Monty would take it long here.
Oh, Phil Sunil wants to. I put an order at 84.75, which is kind of one of those top step levels.
Where did my top step levels go? I don't have it on all of them, so looks like you got a feel.
Yeah, looks like it failed me.
I think I'm going to join you here, Roy. I'm in at 84.50.
Okay. No, this could work out. This could be horrible. Top of the Bollinger Band is 83.25.
Yeah, I'm going back.
SPY.
That rejection up there has got me a little bit worried.
Yeah. Not going to let it run away too far.
I'm giving it about 7 points here. Notice I did scale back. I only took 1. I didn't take 2.
Smart.
Is it really? Man, if they could close this candle above that zone, I would feel a lot better. It was a strong move up. Mexico's president says we're going to wait to hear if Trump announces tariffs on steel and aluminum imports. What's the deal with the steel and aluminum imports? Why is he going after that? Oh, we had a nice pop here on call premiums. Put premiums still going up, but a nice pop on call premiums. Gives me a little more hope here.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of topped out. I still wouldn't look, if I had to, I still wouldn't been at my first take profit yet. So I can't hate myself yet. I'll hate myself if this thing pops up to 150. Then I'm going to hate myself because that's where I would have taken my first take profit. And then I'd let the rest of it go. You got to find good chances, good reasons to hate yourself, not just hate yourself for the heck of it.
Of course. What did it get to? 80? I don't know. Where are we at?
Yeah, it got up to 80 on this move back. This after we entered, I should say. 85, 75, somewhere around there, 86. I'm going to tell you, if it tests these EMAs, I might take one more down here in case it bounces. And Roy, we got your 15 minutes extra. Nobody joins. So we're going to call the stream here.
All right.
You good with that?
Cool. Bye, guys.
Yeah, it's nothing against y'all. It's just I can get up whenever I want to get up. If they're not streaming. I'm a little fidgety this morning for some reason. So anyway, so if you are watching this later, we got somebody joining that one. We're fitting to cut off. Whoever you are, welcome. You saved the stream.
You saved the stream.
Oh, you went away. You just killed the
stream. We got him.
Catch y'all guys. Catch y'all guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.